So, for once, I'm happy my sleep schedule is off as it is. It is about 20 or so minutes before midnight. I'm currently draining this tank because it needs a water change. It's going to be at least to around 12:30 before this tank is fully drained or have half the water drained so I can do a proper water change. I also need to seriously clean the two filters in this tank. These two filters are ungodly nasty. The little fry tank is doing just fine. So what am I doing while I wait for this tank to drain proper? Also, I have a little mark right on here so I can know where to place, how far I need to place this tube in there. That way so I can just do whatever I want. And basically it'll stop draining once the water hits to a certain point on this. So I basically have it set up to where I can just stick this thing in. That was the way I have this thing. I just have it so I can just stick the line in there, let it drain, and come back. I don't have to worry about it flooding or anything like that. So what am I going to do as I wait for this thing to drain? Well, I'm going to go look at the stars and whatnot. And of course, before I do so, I'm going to turn off all these lights. That way, so I can have proper. That way, so I can see what I want properly out there. Also, what I should do best is I should actually sit in the dark, or at least cover up on my eyes for 30 minutes. That way, so when I go outside and uncover that eye, the sky just pops with so many stars. I might be able to show you a few things I don't know yet, but like I said, I'm not turning this channel into an astronomy channel. I just want to show that this is what I got now. Well, it definitely took a lot longer than I initially was hoping for, but it's finally done. So yeah, that's more or less about what I have set up there. That's how much I want to drain. Yeah, it seems like it's still draining some, but not much. So pretty much now I just gotta get my hands in the hate tank, pull the filters out to clean off the front glass, clean the filters, and hopefully not hurt any of the fry in the process. Also, it is incredibly cold outside. I did go take a look around again with my telescope. Took a look at Betelgeuse to make sure everything's in working order, and I saw the star as I should. It's a red dot basically. You don't get this very nice. It just looks like a red dot, but still interesting, especially if it's like pure dark outside and your eyes are adjusted properly. You can see so many stars. You even see shooting stars. I've seen quite a few actually. I actually saw two last night. Just out there, just looking at the skies, and then just random shooting star comes across the sky and scares the shit out of me. It was so interesting. And the rest of I basically did what I could. Cleaned out the filters. Now I'm all starting to get gunked up with all the crap floating around. I seriously need to clean the bottom. This is the nastiest tank I have. All my other tanks are pretty freaking pristine and clean. But look at all the fry. Holy crap. Now I gotta do the same to this tank here. Luckily, since these guys are bigger, I can actually do a full gravel vac and everything. Oh yeah, if you're wondering the reason why there's so much algae in this tank, it's because of this LED light right here. This is like a $20 Walmart LED light that's supposed to go underneath this. But I got it for a tank light, and it's powerful enough to just grow algae all over the place. And unlike the other tank, this one's incredibly simple to do water changes and whatnot. Just got done doing a gravel vac. Now to fill the tank back up, let it sit, wait for Jupiter to go to about here or so, and then add that in for the ending of this video. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to add this. Blake and Sun spawned again. I have no idea how many angelfish fry that is. I just know that's a lot. And unfortunately, a few of them are falling down to the ground and they need to get them. I'll leave them be. Also, my Oscar is still hiding and sulking. But when the light's off, like basically if the light's off and I'm like on my bed, I'll see him swimming about, checking everything out. But the instant I turn on his light, or the instant I get out of my bed, or the instant I look at him from my computer, he'll go instantly back to hiding over there. He is active. He's just still incredibly scared of me. So it's going to take a little while for this one to get used to me in this tank. Okay, so it's actually a few days later since I initially started this video. My Oscar is still hiding, though it does come out every now and then. I did feed it some bloodworms and I do think it ate it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a small water change in this tank. And then I'm going to take the fake plants I have in one of my little boxes. And just basically plant out this tank, give him a bunch of little hides to make him feel a lot more safer. Also, Blake and Sun are also doing just fine. They've moved their fry up over here again. This is their newest batch. I don't know how many I got. I think it might be about as much as the last batch they had, maybe just a little bit more. But it's interesting, like a week after I pulled all the little fry out of this tank, they went back to spawning again. And unlike the hate tank out in my kitchen, these guys are more or less cool with me. I mean, yes, they're still going to act a little guardy over me whenever I have my hands, but compared to the hate tank, these two are more or less used to me. And this requires patty water again. I still will show Jupiter off. I just want to get all this set up and try and get a better shot of Jupiter tonight. Alright, so I just got done doing the small topping off the water and put the fake plants in there. The poor Oscar has no idea what to do. But hopefully now he'll feel safer. And as you can tell, it's definitely another day because the time is different. I gotta wait till around 4 to 5 before Jupiter will actually be high enough in the sky for me to actually show it off. I think I said this before in the initial part of this video, but I can't remember since it's been a few days. That it's not going to be really that good looking, but it'll still be Jupiter. If I do everything properly, you'll be able to even see some of the moons that are around Jupiter. And here I was thinking he would actually be moving around a bit. Oh. Don't go back into your hidey hole. Well, it's a little bit more than what I was initially having for the past few days. Hopefully in the next day or so he'll feel more comfortable and actually be out and about. This is what I shut down my 2 tanks for and sold a few Apple products for. This is my Viken telescope, and I've had it for about a week or so, and I'm going to try and show Mars and Jupiter. Now, since I don't got the mount, the cell phone mount that that Viken makes for my telescope, I can't really properly show them off. Because as it stands right now, they're just going to show up as white dots. And since I don't have the mount, I can't color contrast in the videos I record, so it's not really much, but I wanted to show what exactly my mining went into. So, right there, that white dot right there is Jupiter. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there is a small little other white dot, or maybe a slightly reddish dot down left. That is Mars. So let me go make sure I get the thing properly aligned before I show off Mars. I already moved. That's it. I got it. That there is Mars. But like I said, since I don't got the cell phone mount, it's hard to keep it properly aligned. Alright, time to fuck this thing up. Time to get this thing onto Jupiter. Okay, so I count 3 to 4 moons. I see at least 2 literally right next to Jupiter. I don't know if my camera will be able to pick it up since I don't got the cell phone mount. That is Jupiter. Again, since I don't got the cell phone mount, I can't properly color contrast and show it off proper. But it's still pretty cool in the end for me, at least.